Kate Nolan from Ray White Darwin, the Business Development Manager for the Stewart Park office. Today I wanted to have a quick chat to everybody about choosing the right property manager for your investment property. So there's a few tips and hints that I wanted to share that you might find useful if you're a landlord who's shopping around at the moment, and I suppose I'll get stuck straight in. The first one is word of mouth. So word of mouth is just as valuable today as it was maybe 70 years ago when we didn't have social media, we didn't have huge advertising campaigns that we have today. So I would urge you to have a chat to your workmates, your colleagues, your friends, your family, and find out who they're using. They may not be landlords themselves, however they might be tenants, and their opinion is just as valuable as the landlord's when it comes to that sort of selection process, and they will give you an honest opinion of the sort of service that they are receiving. Now, if you are, like many landlords, if you are interstate or down south and you don't have the opportunity to speak to locals here in the area who might be dealing with a particular agency, then just jump onto Google reviews. That will give you a pretty good insight into what the general public think of any agencies that you are shopping around with. Google reviews or Facebook reviews as well, another useful tool that you can use. Now, another point I suppose that's worth mentioning is it's always a good idea, particularly if you're a first-time landlord, to go with an experienced and well-known brand. These brands, are highly resourceful. They invest a lot of effort and time into their staff, meaning that staff are really well informed, kept up to date, highly trained, and staff for these brands that have been around for years and years and years, and there is like a high level of expectation on the staff members, so no doubt about it, that's the sort of level of service that you will receive. The third thing that I wanted to touch base on was just maybe running through it and double checking any services offered. Usually when you're shopping around, you'll be presented with some sort of terms and conditions, or if you are getting to the final stages of that process, you may see the management agreement come through. It is a very wise idea to read that agreement in full. And if you're unsure about anything, or if there's something that you need clarification on, just simply ask the property manager or the business development manager that you're dealing with. They'll be more than happy to answer your question. Have a look at what the services are, and maybe compare the services that one agency offers and another agency offers, and just weigh up, I suppose, what's the most suitable service for you. Now, another area that I did wanted to touch base on was just making sure that you're prepared. So when you're shopping around, it's always wise to have your questions ready. So do your research on the agencies that you are going to approach. Generally though, if you are ringing up an agency or you are coming in with an inquiry, most agencies will give you all of the information pretty much in one hit when you speak to an agent directly about what you need to know. But if there's anything that they haven't answered, or if there's anything that maybe hasn't come up in conversation yet, it is always good to sort of pre-think maybe 5 questions that you do want answered on that initial contact. That way you'll walk away feeling well informed, and it'll make your decision a lot easier whenever you've got all of the facts and details there in front of you. Obviously when you are doing that, it is handy. This may seem like a bit of an odd one, but just make sure you've got a notepad and pen when you are maybe talking over the phone, or if you are in an agency and you are getting those bits and pieces of information, because sometimes it's a lot to take in, and it's always good to just take notes just as a refresher when you're looking back and deciding, you know, which agency to choose, that you have all the notes for every agency in front of you, just as a simple reminder. Lastly, but definitely one of the most important things is, you know, I would say, look, really trust your gut instinct on it. At the end of the day, your property manager, you know, or your agent, whoever you choose, is going to need to be someone that you trust, and also someone that, you know, you find easy to get along with. You know, you are going to have a working relationship with this person, so it is very important that you do click, and that you feel that they understand your needs as a landlord, and that I suppose you're both on the same wavelength. That's, you know, key to a successful partnership. So definitely, look, trust your instincts on this one, and you can't go wrong. That's it from me, guys. I'll speak to you all soon.